All right, guys, let's do it. So here we go, guys. We coming up here, guys. When you're on a corner lot, so this is actually a corner lot here. Think about a corner lot is that you're gonna have two front yards, and you have to maintain them the same way. And the setbacks on corner lots is going to be the same for front yards. Typically, the front yard is going to have the greatest setback. So typically on a house like this right here, you're probably going to be pushing about maybe 25 to 30 feet front setback. So that's on the side too. Typically on most sides, you're going to have, we have about 15 feet at the most. And so when you're doing these corner lots, you got a lot of setbacks. You got a lot of you kind of pushed in what you can do. What you can do on your house is kind of limited because of you removing a lot of the setbacks are just telling you where you need to put your house and etc. So I'm up here, guys. We're gonna kind of walk through this bad boy. You guys kind of walk through it with me here. We're getting this tile set, man. I tell you, that tile. This is what you want, guys. This right here, there we go. It's starting to jack up here. This is what you want your trim to look like when you get done. This is how much trim you want left. So we calculated this almost down to the wire. This right here, this is for my ceilings. And guys, I calculated that based on the square inches. So we got about 3 or 4 boards left. These other boards that we have, this is the pine that we put in the bathrooms, guys. So I left all the baseboards off in the bathrooms, and that's what we're gonna use. So me and the decorator came over here and walked through this bad boy yesterday, and she gave me a couple things I gotta fix. So you guys see right here, let me see, right here. You see how this side is over here and this side is like that? So I gotta bring this wall out just a little bit more to make it balanced off on both sides. So that's one thing. And then we gotta recenter that fireplace. So I gotta shift that over. So I'll be working on that this weekend. Maybe I can get that right. And so we gotta tear some of that out to make it work. So I'll be working on that, guys. But little things like that, man, that she, and I think, because I'll be sitting here, man, that'll be bothering me to death. So we're going to go in here and you guys kind of see what we got going on in here, man. We got the floors, got some really big tile, guys. So he went in and we got our bench in. Well, you can't even see it now, man, but we got a little bench in there. So it's starting to turn out okay, guys. So get your tile in here, man, and what else we got going on here? She told me how we're gonna paint all this right here stuff, man, and she just kind of gave me the walkthrough of how we're gonna do everything. Oh wow, that is good and sharp. And this is some different tile too, man. It feels weird. It feels like it feels like cloth for some reason. So this is a different animal here, man. I just had never I actually saw a tile like this one time. So we also got the tile that's gonna go on the floor. So we got a bench over here too. Wow. So this is gonna be really nice, I guess. And man, we only had like 1 box left. Jeez. So we're getting all this stuff done, man. It's gonna be, tell you what, man, this is gonna, well, we gotta put a lot of pop in this house, man. It's not as people think the bigger the house is, the better it is. But nah, man, the minute is the key. So got that there too. So she kind of told me what she's gonna be doing on all these right here, so I can know to tell the painters. As you kind of see, we got light in this thing right here, but we got that in here. Got the towel for that, man. We got to get some light in here, so got all the towel in there for that. Man. Wow. I was wondering what I was gonna do right here. This is those would take the towel all the way up to the ceiling, guys. And we got a little niche, kind of like a little niche where you put your soap and stuff like that on, man. But I like the way he did this right here. Give me something less to worry about. Man. I'm also gonna do some barn doors for the showers. For the shower doors, I'm gonna go ahead and put them in there too. So I'm gonna go ahead and I seen that in another house, man. But we're gonna put barn doors up here. So you don't need. This is gonna get us away from having to have those shower rods and shower curtains and stuff. We're just gonna do a barn door. So doing my first walk through. Yeah. Cabinet should be coming in pretty soon. I'm gonna go in here and do some weird stuff in here, man. So we'll see how this bad boy turn out, guys. That's my little, it's another shower there. That works out pretty good. So you guys kind of see what the house is gonna look like at the end when we get it all painted. But there you go, guys. I'm gotta get our turnaround here. I gotta figure out a space to put my gravel. Okay. All right, guys. This is the way. You guys ever go? All right, guys. Just a little update. So we got our sketch there. We should start putting these blocks out back. Right now, people can't. You know, we're gonna put a geo net up there, and we're gonna stabilize that just like the top part of the hill with, you know, really some good things like some. I got some ideas of some ivies and wildflowers and things like that, which is gonna really make that hill look really good. But we're gonna keep the rock exposed. I picked a rock out that's very similar to the rock that we see back there, and I'll show it to you in a minute. But guys, this house is starting to get a lot of looks now. People are starting to look at it, but they still can't. They still don't understand this back here. It's just not in their mind yet. So when I get that done, you'll be amazed at. I bet you we get a few offers on it. We got a lot of people already doing a lot of traffic in here now. So that's why you got to come in, guys. You got to come in. You got to clean these, clean this bad boy up. Clean it up. Make sure it's clean. But you're not cleaning it up. Well, you clean it up for two reasons. One is you never know when the homeowner is going to walk in here. But number two, you got to be organized so you can see what you have and what you don't have. And you can, as a builder, you need to be able to see what we're going to do in order to finish. So you guys see that I stacked this right here. So we got some stuff. This right here is the cementitious board. So I got that there. Once we get the posts and we get that back kind of straightened out and I get my pavers down, we can go ahead and put that up. We still have tile here. So we got a few places to lay some more tile. And I'll show you guys that in just a second. I got some things that's gonna probably go to the next site. You know, I got a few things that I'm gonna take over to the next site, you know, mainly this flashing for the brick. We got some ice and water shield. That may save the homeowners a little bit. You know, because those are things that I can take from this site and take it over there to help them out. I mean, I can't send it back. So these right here, I'm not gonna do anything. This right here is the crown molding and the baseboard. Now, mainly this baseboard here is gonna be pine. And that's because I don't lay the baseboard in the wet areas. All the wet areas, kind of just hold off on that until we get the cabinets set and we get the floors in. So right now we're doing the floors and get the cabinets and stuff set. Then I start setting setting this right here. And that's pine. Pine is a little bit better on water. So, you know, the tile is probably porous, concrete is porous. So, you know, moisture's always moving up. So you don't want MDF board, which I don't know if you guys can see this right here. This right here is MDF board. Let me see if I got it. This right here would be your pine here. So it's pretty much primed on both sides. So that would be your pine, and this right here would be your MDF board. Now MDF board is okay where you're gonna have hardwood flooring and stuff like that. So, you know, you don't want to put that, even right in here we use pine because, you know, we can get this area wet. And so it looks better and it's better to have in bathrooms and stuff. I have a few more boards of cement board for the showers and things. I just kind of keep this here. I'm not gonna start returning things until I get everything done. So you see we got this right here kind of done, and this right here worked out pretty good, guys. I don't know why this right here is. There we go. This right here worked out pretty good here. So we got storage here. We also have storage in here too. This is my 400 amp service. So we're gonna have 400 amp because now we do have gas in here. But there's you know, the water heater is going to be, I'm doing heat pump. I've been doing my little research on heat pump water heaters, and I think they're a little bit more efficient than the tankless, but they're a little bit more, they cost a little bit more. So they probably about $300 or $400 more than a tankless, but they're more energy efficient. So, and it's all electric too, guys. And it's in a good area because it's in the garage, and it could take advantage of all this space here to absorb the air. I still have my charging stations here too, guys. And I also did a side mount garage so that we can push it up a little bit higher, because this is only a 2-car garage, but we may be able to, since it's up a little bit higher, we could put a lift in here and lift 1 car up and drive up under it. In case I mess around and get a sports car or something. When you get old, you start getting things like that, guys. So here we have this right here little room. It's kind of like a utility room. You can actually take a shower. You can wash the pets, things like that. So I kind of got that set up. We're gonna do those wand showers on the main level. So we got that. We have these, got a lot of sliding doors here. You know, I don't see a place to turn on a light in here. Oh my goodness. I just thought about that, man. I need a light switch right here. For this little area, you got it for here. Well, we'll figure that out. It's gonna be a lot of gutting up around here when it comes down to the electricians. This right here is the main area right here, guys. See, we got this right here going on here. So this right here area is all gonna be open up. I actually, if you kind of see right here, guys, I had to actually balance these 2 sides. I had to make this side and this side the same. As you see, so we'll put that in so it won't be. Yeah, I had to get that done, man, because I'd be going crazy, and I had to set this fireplace right in the center of these beams here. Now this light right here, we got to move this over. to get that right in the center, because that'll drive me crazy as well. So we'll figure that out. We'll have to cut all that out and get up in there and figure that out, because we really didn't have any idea of this right here until we put it in. So we got that, guys. And so I'm gonna wait till I'm gonna probably hold the electricians off for now, guys. I'm gonna hold them until we get the cabinets and things set and the countertop set. That'll make it easier for those guys, because I just thought about it. We got pendant lights and stuff like that that's gonna need to be done. And it just makes it a whole lot easier for those guys. So this right here is the rock right here I was talking about, guys. I got a rock that's the same color, but we'll be about that high. We'll be about 4 or 5, we'll be about 5 feet on the wall. This goes around, and everything else is gonna be stabilized. As you see, this right here turns out, we're stained that. Turns out pretty nice. And we got some can lights, have a TV on this wall, and we may be able to put some places out here like a little dinette set or something. I do have a grilling deck on this side, so you got the kitchen area right here, and you can also have this little area to do your grilling. So you can put your grill over here. Probably should have had this door opening. No, that's okay. So we got the grilling deck over there. And just one big open area. We also, now the plans didn't do this right here. I did this right here. So we'll stain that too. And of course you got your cedar beams. We got a lot of wood here. Now we did have a cedar post that's supposed to go over top of here. That's just too much. So I scrapped that idea. Now, mind you guys, all of this brick is gonna be painted. It's gonna be painted a white color. So painter should be out here this week to start the paint. Let me see, can I do this right here? I'm gonna try something. Give me just a second, guys.